Hey guys, this is Todd of the Wine Club Group. You can find us on the web at wineclubgroup.com, where we review and rate tons of wine clubs, including the wonderful, delightful Plonk Wine Club. And joining me here is Etty Lewenzstain. Hey Etty, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, great. And I wanted to introduce you, but I don't know. I believe you are the founder. Are you founder, CEO? How would one properly recognize your status and title?
Yes, that's all of the above. I'm founder and owner of the Plonk Wine Club, and I started the business about 3 years ago, and it's been a real exciting ride, and things are going wonderfully.
Nice.
Yeah, really excited to talk about our wine club offerings and how our clubs are sort of different than other clubs out there that are presented online.
You know, that sounds wonderful. Let's do exactly that. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
so when did you start? How you, let's talk a bit about well, first of all, the name. I've heard good things about the name. Let's talk about that.
Yes. So the word plonk might not be familiar to everyone. It is actually a British slang term for cheap wine. So plonk is traditionally used in a derogatory way to sort of disparage wines that are not super high quality or wines that you wouldn't see served at a five-star restaurant, let's say. But the reason I chose this term is to sort of debunk this myth that wine needs to be super fancy and snooty and kind of give some irony to the name. And it's sort of, it's a fun, ironic twist on the concept of cheap wine or value wine. Now, the wines we use are by no means cheap. And they're actually not plonk. So
But that's a funny and clever, very awesome name. Excellent.
thank you. Thank
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
talk about your clubs and how you got started in it and all that good stuff.
Sure. So personally, my background is in South American wine. I worked with the Chilean government for many years to promote the Chilean wine industry in the U.S.
Really?
And yeah, yeah. So
I
I
love
spent
Chilean wine. It's all because of you.
perfect. Well, I think you might be getting a Chilean wine in one of your packages. It's we have some Sauvignon Blanc and Pinot Noir from a really cool region up north in Chile called Limari, which is a very cool climate, remote, very northern area that's sort of way separate from all the other regions in Chile. So that's just sort of an example of the types of wines we feature in our clubs. They are not the usual suspects. You won't see a ton of, Merlot and Cabernet from the traditional areas. We like to really expand people's horizons and present wines that are unique and that are sort of hidden gem finds from all over the globe. So the selection is very broad and very international. And my personal passion is indigenous grape varieties that are really native to their place of origin. So you can find, Chardonnay in most parts of the world, but you'd be sort of hard pressed to find a grape like Plavac Mali anywhere besides Croatia. Now, it is a version of Zinfandel, so you can see Zinfandel in other areas in Puglia and, of course, in California, which is its sort of native home. But the idea is to give people a glimpse into the sort of local culture of a place and the terroir of a place, the specific, the site specificity and the specific vineyard conditions and weather conditions that really make a wine unique to its place. And that's really the whole purpose of this, is to sort of take people on a wine adventure and have them try things that are a little bit maybe out of their comfort zone, or wines that are just, a little bit more adventurous. And the idea is really to get educated on cool, fun stuff that you're not going to find at your supermarket.
Yeah, that's really smart. I find myself kind of gravitating towards the things that I know, and and I've like if someone asks me, "Hey Todd, what do you think about a nice red wine to take to a dinner party or something?" It's like, well, this one or this one or this one, because I know those, and that's my comfort zone, and I like the idea of kind of expanding my horizons and learning more. I didn't even know that Croatia had growing and mixed wines and
Oh yeah,
totally.
you're getting some Croatian wines in your package too.
Right.
It's one of my favorite regions. There's just, to me, exactly what you just said. Most people go to what they know. They like Sauvignon Blanc, so they just drink Sauvignon Blanc all day long. And the truth is that the wine world is teeming with thousands of different indigenous grape varieties that come from all over the world. Europe is super rich in indigenous grapes. France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, etc. So I like to sort of bridge people to try other things that are maybe similar in style to what they're used to, but from a different region or made from a different grape variety. And the results have been really astounding. People are so excited when they discover something new that they've never had before. It really broadens their horizons. So it's really fun. It's a really fun approach, and the receptivity has been really great.
Awesome. And now let's talk a bit about because I know that you do focus a lot on education. So not only do you expand my horizons going from my traditional Cabernets and Merlots and whatnot, you also teach people a lot about wine. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, certainly. So what we do is we use the medium of video blogs to help create a sort of personal dialogue between our club and our members. And so we send out every month, in addition to the package that you actually physically get in the mail, you'll also get an email that has 4 videos in it that reflect the 4 wines that are included in your package. So the idea is to watch me talk about the wines as if we're having a personal dialogue or conversation about the wines, to learn about a little bit of history of the winery or the region, or to tell you about a new grape variety or what the blend is comprised of. And it's a really fun way to learn about wine, because wine can be really intimidating. Most people have no idea how to select wines when they go to a wine shop or when they're sitting at a restaurant perusing, a huge, intimidating wine list. And so this way it sort of brings it down to earth, and you're able to actually see a human being on the internet talk to you about the wine, and it makes you feel a bit more comfortable trying new things.
Yeah, that's awesome. In fact, I have seen a few of your videos, and before we even got on the call, I felt like I already know you. So, and very, it's very friendly and very, it's like I feel smarter about the wine, and plus I feel like I get a sense of who you are, and that I really want to get wine from you. So it's awesome. A really good idea.
Yeah, well, the idea is to sort of simulate an in-person experience the way you would go to your local wine shop, and you have like a personal relationship with your wine merchant who knows what you like and can chat with you about the different wines that they're suggesting. That's the whole idea. I mean, the digital world of the internet can be a little bit anonymous and a little bit cold. And so the idea is to create this sort of community online where we can actually talk to each other, and I can recommend things to you, and you can ask me questions about wine. I'm totally open to that. I have so many wonderful relationships with our wine club members who call me all the time and email me, and they're looking at different wines for their son's wedding, let's say, or they're doing a holiday party, want some suggestions. So I really love that sort of interpersonal dialogue, and it does really help people learn about wine. And all of our videos are housed on our website. So if you want to revisit a video that you get in your email for a given month, all of those are archived on our website. So you can constantly check them out and go back to anything if you missed it.
Nice, real cool. And so let's talk about the wine. You have how many bottles? Because typically a lot of wine clubs just give you 2 bottles, and you seem to do a little bit extra.
Yeah, we do 4 bottles a month, which is great. So sort of like 1 for each week of the month if you want to divide it up that way, or you can drink all 4 in a row. That's what we do in my house.
I was like, hello.
So you get 4 different bottles every month. We don't double up like 2 and 2. Okay. We like to show as much diversity as possible and to squeeze in as much variety as we can in each package. So you'll get 4 different bottles. We have 3 types of packages. We have a mixed seasonal package, which is usually 2 bottles of 2 different reds and 2 bottles of 2 different whites. We also do an all red selection, which is 4 different red wines, and we do an all white selection, which is 4 different white wines. And then in the seasonal mixed package, sometimes depending on the holiday or what season it is, we'll include some nice dry rosé, like in the spring and summer months, and we'll do some sparkling wine around the holiday times. So it's a really fun way to kind of taste a little bit of everything.
Awesome. So how do you choose if I do all reds, which typically that's what I would do. I get 4 different reds, right?
4 different reds every month.
And then if somebody else shows all 4 whites, now when you have a mix and you have 2 of each, how do you choose which 2 of the reds and which 2 of the whites?
It's not. They're not always the same. We, again, try to really introduce the broadest possible variety of wines. Every month we choose different regions, and every month we choose different grape varieties and different producers. So you're never going to get the same thing twice. It's always going to be something new, which is fun. And we source wines that are sort of under the radar. For me, the exciting part of wine is the discovery element and finding something new. So we love to present wines made of great varieties that most people haven't heard of because, again, it's an opportunity to learn about something new. And some of these wines are just outstanding, and they're so indicative of the region they come from. So that's sort of the process that we use. We don't use any big like commercial brands at all, nothing that you can find at big box stores or at supermarkets or honestly most retailers. These are very, very small production boutique wines that are sort of sommelier wines. I mean, these are wines that you would see at any super cool urban wine bar or at top restaurants with a sommelier or a sommelier team on staff who really knows their stuff, who are handpicking little hidden gems, who know the families that produce them. Those are the types of wines we show. So you're not going to get, your sort of usual suspects, huge Tuscan Chianti. We don't do stuff like that. The idea is to show you something special and unique and stuff that you can't find everywhere.
So when I get the wine and then I watch your video and then I have friends over at a dinner party and I start talking about this wine and I'm going to look so sophisticated. But then again, my friends actually know me. Like, come on. Who told you that? So, awesome.
Can't put up a front.
Yeah, no. So let's talk. So then the price and delivery options and when it's delivered.
Yes. So our clubs are all monthly. So we ship out once a month on the first Monday of every month. And we have three different fixed durations of membership: 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. Or you can also do an ongoing, which is a month to month without any expiration date, and you can cancel whenever you'd like. And the price is $69.99 a month plus a flat $20 shipping fee. So the total ends up being $89.99 a month with any applicable tax.
Okay. And that's a good deal for 4 bottles of wine. They're all like super high quality, awesome wines.
Yeah, it's a great deal. And in addition to the actual wines, we also put a packet of tasting notes in every package. So you'll get specific notes and background on each of the wines you get, and you'll also get food pairing and recipe recommendations. So, I'm trained as a chef and I'm trained as a sommelier, and so I do all of the pairings, and they're all very well researched, and it's a great way to sort of bring the wine into your family life and into your friend life, and cook together and make recipes based on the wines that come in your monthly package.
Very cool. So now, what about gifts? I know a lot of times people like to give wine clubs as a gift, and it sounds like this would be a really nice gift to give. How do you typically address that?
Absolutely. Wine club gifts are a huge focus of ours. We have a ton of customers who buy wine clubs as gifts for really any occasion. We do weddings, anniversaries, birthdays. In the corporate world, we do a ton of client gifts, holiday gifts, or like employee appreciation to people, like rewards and recognition programs if certain employees reach certain sales quotas and things like that. We do a ton of that type of gifting, or really just gifting for any occasion. If it's, a graduation or someone got a job promotion, or someone did something really nice for you and you want a sort of token of thanks, we get a lot of sort of thank you wine club gifts. So it's super easy to purchase a gift. It's basically the same process on our website as if you were signing up for yourself, and you just put the gift recipient's information in the shipping section. And then we'll also include a customized gift letter, so you can put any sort of gift greeting you want, and that will be printed out and included in the customer's first shipment.
Awesome. And what about, so if I'm falling in love with one of the wines, is there a way to reorder or do anything like that?
Yes, absolutely. Any of the wines that you taste in our packages, you can call or email us. And if we have any available in stock, we can absolutely sell you more, or we can also do a special order for you. And if you'd like to get a case or so, we can definitely special order anything that you've tasted in our clubs. Definitely.
Sweet. Awesome. I don't think I have any further questions. Anything else that I should have asked?
I think we pretty much covered everything.
All right, good. I feel pretty comprehensive about this interview. So
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Awesome.
And if anyone has any additional questions, you can click on the contact tab on our website. It's plonkwineclub.com, and you can feel free to send me any questions that you might have, and you can also give us a call. And our number's on our website too.
Awesome. And we're going to have a whole review and unboxing videos and everything for you over at our wine club site as well, at wineclubgroup.com. So looking forward to seeing your wines and watching more of your videos and enjoying the wine club. So thank you so much for your time.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. It's been great chatting with you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Take care.